We're live.
We are live. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am awesome. And we have like a super glamorous cameo of
We
Miss
do.
Alex. What's up, Alex?
You say good morning?
Good morning.
Morning, morning, morning.
I'm waiting for Buddy to jump in because he's usually the first one that goes, Miss Alex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
So this is like, we rarely do a Wednesday. So we'll have to.
True. So we may have some people come in, may not.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to start hitting buttons on the LinkedIn.
Okay.
So we can get some action. But yeah, like I'm a girl, like I was like here, I just finished running. I got me a 3-mile run in. I'm messing around with some content. And then you said, hey, can we do the pop-up now? Because Alex is available. I said, yes, ma'am. I don't know how you secured this time with the celebrity Alex.
A little bit of bribing, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit of bribing.
Bribery.
She didn't know.
So Alex, like you set the stage for this next live stream that we got coming up Saturday. How you feel about that?
What you think? Okay, so we were talking a week or so ago, and you were asking me, what are you and Jesse going to talk about? And I was like, oh, we're talking about building the foundation. That was our last one. And you said, y'all need to talk about how you can keep people from killing your dreams. That's what you said. You were pretty confident in that. So why did you say that we should talk about that?
Guys, if you follow your dreams, it'll encourage people to do it too.
Exactly. And Jesse, you and I talk about that a lot on kind of things that we do in this space and examples that we set so that other people can feel like they could do the things that we're doing or talk about the things that we're talking about.
Yes. I think what I've been able to discover through this whole thing is if you have an idea and you don't put it into the world, it does die. Right. Mm-hmm. So, dream, idea, same difference. And now the risk is when you put that idea out there, people can poo-poo on it.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Can people like just go, that's not a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do we do whenever people like tell us that's not a good idea?
We ignore them.
We can ignore them because in our minds, maybe we should try it and see what happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because how do we know if it's going to work or not? We don't know until we try it. Right.
Yeah. And that's the root of it all, right? Is you got to put it out there. Now, I think some of the stuff that we're going to talk about, like really dive into Saturday is, and Davis Hambrick right now and Walker with the Lane Foundations, right? Like they're living that right now. It was a couple months ago. They had an idea and they were courageous enough to put it out there. And then a group of us weirdos like said, oh, what about this? What about that? And so now we're going to be at Clemson University bringing his idea to life. But the critical thing is he let it out. He shared it. Uh-huh. They shared it. And then he took action.
It is.
Right? Like he
took steps. But I think there's two things. So it's the action piece. But before that, he shared it in a space of like-minded people. So he didn't just throw it out in a space where he was almost prepared for people to come and attack or people to come and and poo-poo on it. He put it in a space that he felt safe, that he knew the people around him cared about, what was going on in his life, along with he cared about the people around him. So I think a lot of times you and I talk about the space we're creating here, and with our tribe and the conversations that we've had with a lot of people that are on the platform with us is the space we create with the people around us that they know we care and that we are trying to elevate, shine a light on them, help them, do the things that are important, in their lives. And it's not just, again, about us. In fact, it's hardly ever about us. It's about us. How do we help one person? How do we help, somebody be able to reach, something that maybe they hadn't put out there, hadn't talked about, we're a little bit holding on to. And I think that hits exactly what Alex said, is that, you know, do we hold on to those things because we're scared of what could happen?
Yes. Well, and so great point, right? Like it's creating the conditions for that idea and that dream to stay alive and to continue growing. And I would say this, like early on, that's good. But the reality is when we have these ideas to serve others, they're going to grow. So there's value in releasing that idea into challenging situations, into people that are saying, I don't know about that. You're not, how much money are you going to make for that? What are you going to get out of it? What if nobody shows up? Because all of those things are 100% possible.
Right.
The universe is also possible. Right. And so having the, what's the word? The word I know is ganas, right? Having the enthusiasm and grit to absorb that and come up with contingency plans against it or for it, is critical to that. Like, how do you keep your dream alive? For me, I don't know, Alex, about you, but for me, it's like, it's my dream. So the only person that can kill it is me.
Is that true? Yep. Can I kill your dream? No. Nope. You can, right? So do you have to believe it? And then you have to be willing to go out and do it. Is that true? Yes.
Yeah, you got to go out. Sometimes you got to give it CPR and like, ooh, stay alive, dream, stay alive, because everybody's kicking it and tearing it up. But man, you got to keep it up. Miss Jamie Knox says, "Hi guys, what's up, Jamie?
Hello.
Like, what feature are you on today?" She's like always posting stuff.
She's always all over the place.
On the pole for, is she part mermaid?
She's like DJ, mermaid, roller derby. Like, she kind of does everything.
All of the above. Yes.
Yes. So Jesse, Alex, just saying, Jesse talked about grit. Grit. You know what grit is?
Yeah.
What is grit? Like, if I need to have grit, what does that mean?
I know what it means. I just,
you don't know how to kind of explain it.
Yeah.
So when I have grit, does that mean that I am kind of like, well, we'll see how it goes, and if I feel a little uncomfortable, I'm just going to quit? What is that? What else? What do I need to do if I start feeling a little bit? Oh, I'm not sure. Believe and keep going and push through it. Yes.
Yes. Awesome. So I think Alex is demonstrating grit right now by being on this live stream with us, huh?
Are you have a little bit of grit right now and standing up here and being super, super uncomfortable?
Can I get yeah?
Yeah, she's much better behind that screen. She doesn't like being up in the front for sure.
Oh,
but she's the one that she started this. She started our this conversation, and so we felt like it was super important for her to be able to come up here and get a little bit of recognition and a little bit of acknowledgement, to be able to elevate her, because she was willing to go, Mom, what about this? Because she listens to a lot of our a lot of our conversations, and she listen. You know, she's 11, and so a lot of times we're like, yeah, these are really serious things, and these are things that are adult things, but not really. Because a lot of the stuff we talk about, and I think Alex and I talked about that this morning, is the stuff we talk about, like she's 11 and these are things that resonate with her. These are things that she thinks about and that things she's dealing with. So it's not just in this adult workspace. A lot of the stuff that we're talking about is like real life stuff.
Yes, they are human things that we're talking about. Marty Thompson says, great job.
Yes.
You know Marty. What's going on,
He's
Marty?
one of our superintendents. Yes, he's one of our superintendents.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Thank you for supporting us, Mr. Marty. I love it. Yeah, so Alex, like for real, when I know that you're watching, that helps me like kind of curve my bad words a little bit, but it also gives me like super energy. Like if you're watching, it's like, oh man, Alex is watching. This is cool, because I could see you'll say hi or something when you're on YouTube. Because I believe in you, and the fact that you're there signals to me that you believe in me. And that's also a critical element in keeping those dreams alive, is believing in yourself and believing in other people and letting them know, like demonstrating to them that you believe in them. Just like, my favorite is Froyo. And after you introduced it to me, I'm like, all day long, baby. Miss Jamie says our maturity level is right on par for an 11. Absolutely.
Yes.
That was actually like my favorite year when I was 11.
One more time. Just a second. But also, Jesse, like I know there was a point where you were on a trampoline doing some jumps and things like that. And so that, I think that played a little bit into celebrating and being able to be in a space, not just it's important for us, but also being in a space that, kind of brings in the people around us. And so I know you and Alex were able to do a lot of, crazy flips and stuff on the trampoline.
Yeah. Right. And so it's like sometimes you just gotta go for it.
Yes.
And the people around you give you the courage to do so.
Yes.
Let's see.
You have somebody to support you around you. When you have that support, and you and I talk about it all the time, when you have that support around you, to know that if she comes on and she's a little bit scared or a little bit worried, then you're a little bit more willing to get out there because someone's here to hold you up and to support you and to make sure that nothing bad's going to happen.
Yes. So we can help each other, right?
Yes.
Like we can help each other in having some courage, right? Having some gas, some ganas to do crazy and exciting stuff.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. Does this look familiar?
Was that when Jesse went crazy on the trampoline?
Yeah.
Let's see. Y'all ready for like some mega acrobatic?
Just watch.
Yeah, boy.
Let's watch.
One more shot.
That's when he did the fish flop.
I can do
it. You can do it too. Yes. That's awesome. That's like, no one's even seen that one yet. That was like a hidden gem in there.
Hidden gem. But again, Miss Alex gave me the courage to live my dream of flopping like a fish. Adam Hoot says, pop up. Yeah, Adam, this was like last minute, boom, boom, boom. And here we are. Because we got to get the illustrious Alex who is leaving. Bye, Alex. That was awesome.
Like she peaked at what she was able to do. So she's good.
That was too much. That was good. That was awesome. Thank you for letting her come on. So yeah, we NoBS Tribe. Y'all look, see, we got to vote for the fish. Marty says I like it. Man, my body didn't like it too much after that, but I had a damn good time. So Saturday we have our live stream. We're going to be talking about keeping the dream alive, what it takes, and all that good stuff. We also happen to have maybe today the book. Yeah, hashtag flying fish, Simon Farias. Thank you, Simon. We may be pressing the button on the English teachers edition of the book today, and next week we'll be having a live stream and a Zoom and doing all kinds of cool stuff around the book.
Yes.
And so back to the question of courage and dreams, right? Like the NoBS Tribe, their response and their engagement and their support through this whole experience help keep that dream alive. Because right, like it was a lot of work. It was like, oh man, is this even worth it? But people kept asking and pushing and challenging us. And
let's go back. Let's go back to the premise of the book. Started with you and I doing live streams last fall because of some a very important topic. And we like dug into it and we had so much fun doing that. And the tribe was kind of created from that before we even had the NoBS with Jen and Jess platform. Like we were creating a tribe. And then it was like we finished with those live streams. And then they were like, what's next? And we were like, I don't know. What's next? And so that kind of helped form not just like us creating the NoBS platform, but then it was like being able to put all of that into a book and then pushing us and continuing to remind us, hey, by the way, you talked about this. So it's like there a lot of those people that have surrounded us have completely been the reason we exist right now.
100%. 100%. And we had to put it out there. We had to get uncomfortable. We had to face the critiques and the critics and like the mental garbage that we were telling ourselves.
Yes.
And now it's an amazing, beautiful shared experience.
Yes.
But you got to put it out there.
Some of the dream we didn't even know. Like when we talk about, Alex talked about, don't let people kill your dreams. But sometimes by being in a space like this, things get surfaced. Like, I don't think at any point I was in a place where like, I'm going to write a book sometime, someday. And yet we have a book that's out there and about to be like, the whole world's about to see it. And it's because of this space and because of us believing each other, but also like that dream wasn't even a dream of mine. And then it just kind of came to the surface and now it's coming to fruition.
Yes. Yes. You put it out there and it reveals the next step. Marty's looking forward to getting his copy. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate the support, brother.
And Marty's going to be, actually, I know this is a side note, but Joe and Keon are doing a lean builder workshop for us, and Marty's going to be getting to participate in that. So I'm super excited about that too.
Nice. All kinds of goodness going on. Then we're going to be hanging out with Armando on Monday.
Yes.
Is it Monday?
Doing a job walk with him.
That's going to be awesome. So again, the opportunities, releasing the idea or that dream out into the world is key.
Yes.
Like getting it out of your head, writing it down, saying it. That's kind of like the first step. And then there's some work behind it. Be ready for that. So we'll dive into that on, huh?
No, keep going.
Yeah. No, just say we'll dive into like all the meat and potatoes around it. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling like what I think I want to bring to the conversation is the personal, like the endurance and the stamina required to make that happen, to keep those dreams alive, because, you know, for all the change agents, all the leaders out there, similar situation. And sometimes you feel like you're swimming up current the whole time with nobody behind you. And it's not because you suck, it's because that's the way it is. And so the stamina and endurance is critical.
I completely agree. And I think what I think I'm excited about talking about in this space, there she goes.
Yeah.
What I'm excited about is there's a lot of us that are very high achievers, change makers, doing a lot. And we bring a lot to the table. And what I've realized is in this space, by us being able to get vulnerable, you know, trusting the people around us and having those authentic conversations, that there are dreams right now that I am like considering, and they're like simmering inside of me, that they came from those people around me. Yes. And so even though I'm doing all these things and I'm pushing the bar and I'm, you know, going 90 miles an hour, by putting the right people around you, sometimes they can help surface and help put those little nuggets in your head of things you didn't even think were possible. And that's, to me, I mean, that's what I've seen. It happens almost every day. I have a conversation where I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. And so again, it's kind of cool to see that happen.
Yes. Amazing. Well, I got to cut this one short because I got a meeting at 10. But we got the pop-up done.
We do.
We had Simon, Marty, Jamie, Adam, and Miss Alex. Thank you all.
And Miss Alex. Yes.
Yep. We'll see y'all Saturday morning.
Yes. 8 o'clock Central. Yes.
8 o'clock Central. I'm hungry. I'm going to have a late breakfast today. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye. Talk to y'all later.